Hey Martin, what did you make of the Reading game? I believe it's a 1-1 draw, right? Oh man, was it a good game though? It sounds like you're disappointed to only have a draw. The main thing, mate, is you had an entertaining day, right? Did he? Did he? Tell me more. Did you actually get him running at a goal? Did the keeper save it or did it go wide? That's a shame. I'd like to see him do well. I really would. I saw that he lost his starting position and he's started as a sub again today. Seems like you only started him against us. Oh, help us out, ref. Come on, Alves. Go on, tell us. Go on, Sadu. Ooh. Think about how much money he's on and he's kicking the corner flag instead of the ball. That's funny. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed the football today. Um, I'm sure you saw the Luton score. We beat Watford, which was huge. But truth be told, Watford was so bad. Like, I don't think we played particularly well. But I also don't think we had to go through the gears. We work hard. That's what we do. But Watford offered nothing, next to nothing. And once we got in front, they just completely fell apart. Oh, get in. I'm having a little celebratory whiskey and coke. Oh my god, they're booing him. I genuinely don't think it's his fault. For some reason, your scouting team think he's a number 9 and he's going to be the best striker in the team, and he was only ever the substitute for us. Mad. Poor guy. I bet he wants back. Mind you, I bet you're paying him double what we paid him. When is Naismith back? Go on, Alves. Put it away, son. Oh, off the post. Off the post. Are you going to be playing some Football Manager tonight, Martin, or what are your plans? No, no, no. Good. It's hard, man. Doing the part-time thing is hard. I was fortunate enough to get that promotion first season. It is tough. Well done, Caden. Yeah, fair enough. Get yourself proven, find yourself a bigger club, get on that journey. Come on, slide him in. Oh, he had a chance. Well played, Phillips. Love that. Hold it up there. Men in the box. 3 in the box. 3 and 2. Great save. Yes, let's go. Oh, Reading is the worst. Like there is no atmosphere at their club. Their stadium. It's empty seats gallery. It's crazy. So I've made a shift in my tactics to be balanced rather than positive, and I've gone 2 games without conceding a goal and scored more than when I was positive. All right, home to Derby. Everyone keeps winning. Derby are struggling, but won the last game. That's frustrating. So with the M1 Derby today, um, historically there's always crowd trouble, and there was earlier in the season at Watford. Anyway, to get round that, the Watford fans were not allowed to purchase a ticket unless they travelled on supporter coaches, which they were then charged £15 for the privilege of taking the coach. But basically, they all arrived on these buses, and you couldn't get in the ground unless you'd come on a bus, which I thought was crazy. But what was amusing is Luton had a bunch of bus wanker songs for him, which I thought was quite funny. Reading amuses me because living near Reading, I'm exposed to a lot of Reading fans, but their history and everything is so warped. When Luton play them, it's funny because they were saying things like they call it like the big day out, 1-0 on your big day out, and all that kind of stuff. And it's like we've actually got a bigger history than you. Your biggest moment was winning a cup that nobody remembers, ironically against Luton, the same year Luton won the League Cup. Like the week before, we was playing you in the Mickey Mouse Cup, but we had the real cup the week after. And even today, people would say the League Cup's a Mickey Mouse Cup. This cup was smaller than the League Cup. And it's like, it's just hilarious. They've got a huge stadium and no culture, no history. And no football team. Like the team's poor. Yeah, funny football club. Funny football club. Finish. Oh. Oh, you in the Papa John's Cup? Offside. Oh, it's a good finish, Bruno, but unlucky. Yeah, Luton won it. I think it's like called the LDV Vans or something when we won it. I mean, it was a trip to Wembley, but we don't care. Oh yeah, I've never watched a Reading match other than when Luton have played them, and I have no intention to. Right, Bruno Alves, you're not having a great game. Were there many people at the game today? What was the attendance like? That's decent numbers, isn't it? It's double what we can fit in our ground. Oh, you've got to score that. Super sub. Who even is the assistant? I don't even know who it is. One of Paul Ince's chums. Ooh. Keeper just about got it onto the post there. Sup, Joe? How are you, man? Yeah, I'll play Slough tonight, mate. But if you want to pick up our game tomorrow, I'm up for that tomorrow evening. If you want to get on the Everton Southampton save. Got a couple of cup finals to do, haven't we? Come on, Slough. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, man. Just let me know in the day anyway. So I did have a 5-point lead in this title chase, but I had a rough month last month, but we're getting back to it now. We've still got a gap of 4 points to the playoffs But if Ipswich win their game, it's down to 2 points. So it's very much a squeaky bum time. Come on, Saints, let's go. Oh, well done, Luton beat Brighton for me. Come on, you Atters. QPR, then Palace. That Palace game's going to be huge. QPR are struggling good. Ooh, it's going to be a beefy game. The whole Luton squad is built on a mentality of heavy pressing. So I don't know whether I'd necessarily say it was a hard tackler, but if you don't put a shift in and press and hurry and work defenders, you get called out by your teammates and effectively the crowd. So I wouldn't say he was necessarily a hard tackler, but he certainly was a hard working, pressing winger, if you like. So I don't know if that answers your question. But like our whole squad gets stuck in. It's how they've been assembled. So I wouldn't say exceptionally hard tackling, but certainly wouldn't shy a tackle if given the opportunity. Did he crunch someone today or something? Yeah. Doesn't surprise me. But that's what you get if you sign a Luton player in this like era of Luton football. That's what they're about. They get stuck in. I wonder where Cornick is playing on this game. I'm genuinely curious. Harry Cornick plays for Birmingham. Age 33, plays for Birmingham. Having left Luton to join Derby on a free. But this is interesting for you, Martin. So, Cornick's goal scoring record. The most he ever scored was 12 goals in 38 games. So if you was ever expecting him, I mean, look, 1s, 9s, 6, 5s. He's a 1 in 5 kind of striker. What's he played for you? How many games he started? Just a handful and a few sub appearances. This lad here on my screen now, Martin. Tommy Conway. Does he still get a game? Let's go. Let's win another game. It was him that scored today. Do you know what? I think I saw that. I think I saw that and thought, yeah, he's the lad who scored. What's the news on Alex Scott then? What's his injury? Oh, that's good news. Getting back fit just quick enough so that teams can have a look at him before they want to buy him in the window, right? What is his contract status anyway? Do you know what he has? Ooh, Jupe. Oh, I thought it said probably not out for the season. He is out for the season. $4 on the deal. Well, that's good. Martin, I've decided that if and when I get a new gen who I think is going to be good enough to stick around. I'm going to let you name him. So you can either name him after yourself or you can give him whatever name you want to give him. As soon as I find one that I think is good enough and warrants it. Seeing as you're my number one Slough town follower. Oosh. Well done, well done. Come on, Rebels. Strikers are not really at it in this game. Well done, Jupe. Well played. Keep the ball. Oh, it's gone through the keeper like he was made of paper. Oh, keeper, I think you should do better. This would be a blow. QPR are not going well. Oh, we've got one back. It's the lad I'm about to take off. Assisted by the lad I'm about to take off. Oh, shit happens. Oh, I hit my own player. I'm going for a goal kick. That's harsh. Oh, inside or outside? Come on, boys. This will be a blow for the promotion push. Come on. Good tackle. Come on, lads. Come on, let's go. Travel to Silva. Go, go, go. Disappointing result. How did everybody else do? Middlesbrough lost. Crystal Palace won. Ipswich couldn't have played. But let's actually put us top. No worries, Martin, man. Sup, Emma? How are you? Doing good. I'm doing good. I'm from the UK. Where are you, Emma? Are you a creative, Emma? Texas. Whereabouts in Texas? I stream fairly regularly. But I do it for fun. I'm not in it for a career or anything. What's your styling? I get a lot of people from Asia reach out to me because they want me to use their content. How far away from Dallas are you? It's very unlikely I would buy any work, I'm afraid, Emma. No, it's not that I'm afraid. It's that I don't really have a desire to spend money on streaming. Go on, Martin. What did you see? I'm trying to remember where I went to in Dallas. That's how forgettable it was. Where the hell did I go to in Dallas? Hey, he sounds like a legend. If I'm ever in a space where I can't walk, I'm still getting out and doing stuff, man. Did we ever find out if that guy who's done 1,000 games is married? So for a long time this season, Crystal Palace were the only team that had beaten me. That was day one. Your Reading comment cracks me up because I feel exactly the same and I have done for a long time. My brother-in-law, if you like, is a Reading fan. And he strikes me as a Reading fan because he doesn't really care, but he has a loose interest. But he bangs on about this blinking cup final that I've never even heard of and didn't even know about until I met him. Hilarious. The other thing that made me laugh, Martin, so when I went to the Majewski Stadium last year, they've got American owners, I think. They have all these things going on at the stadium, like additional things to make you interested. And I always laugh at American sports because the halftime show is more interesting than the actual show. But they had in the programme on a particular minute, I forget which minute it was, you're to use your lights on your phone and flash them, like, and create like this scene of flashing lights. And like, if you get a photo taken of you or something and it's your light that is picked up in the photo, you're the person that's flashing it, you win a prize kind of thing. But it was like so bizarre. It's like in the middle of this match, suddenly everyone's starting circling. Oh, come on, that's a terrible goal. Starting circling their camera phones. Very bizarre club. Right, we're in trouble here because I'm going to go terrible draw and a loss. I mean, realistically, the resources of Crystal Palace, I shouldn't even be competing with them in the league, let alone trying to beat them in a match. Well, in Al Rouge. Oh, keeper. Oh, that's brilliant play. Come on, Saints. Come on now, Saints. You didn't go into that because you were on a yellow card. Good save. Phillips has been absolutely brilliant and everyone else has been awful. Right, it's a lot of changes. That's incredibly ballsy. Well, first touch. The substitutes, the new right back pings it down the side. Taff man. Hey man, how are ya? Bringing people as well. Thank you, Taff. Hope everyone's doing alright. Hope everyone's doing alright. I personally am having a great day. I'm a Luton fan and we beat Watford today, which is the first time we've had a crowd at that game. It's our derby, our rivals game. It's the first time we've had a crowd at that game, and in 17 years, and we won, so I'm absolutely buzzing for that. It's been a long day, but it's been a good day. Oh no, that's not what we needed. Keeper done well to save the first shot. How's your stream been, man? Have you sorted Swindon out? Get in. Oof, the low knee. Centre back lashing it in, or the keeper's got to be asking questions of. Right, this game is in the balance. Let's go El Rouge in there. Small bone Azaz. We'll just do it that way. Come on, Will. Do something for me. Let's keep on the attack. Cheers, Taff, man. I don't know who you brought in. Are they shy guys? Let's go, let's go. Go on, Alves. Oosh. Hey, Robertson. How are you, buddy? Come on, get it in the net. Been keeping Taff company today, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing better than good. Luton beating Watford has been a real spirit raiser, man. A real spirit raiser. The boys are absolutely flying. We're having a cheeky little whiskey to just take the edge off a good day. Oh man, I'll check out the Discord later, Martin. I'll check that out later on, man. I've not looked at Discord today. Swindon's a dream. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Do you know what? I'm taking a point. Palace beat me on the opening day. They're a much stronger team than me, even if I am at home. I mean, I am in the attacking mode here. But I was down twice. That's a decent result. Decent result. What does that do for our league table? I think I'm going to... Oh, it's put me back top. I wasn't expecting that. That means Middlesbrough suffered again. Conway, the old Bristol boy, finally gets his goal. Come on, first touch. Former Bristol player. Alright, let's see what the press have to say about that. Super skipper, 150 games. Managerial masterstroke, of course it was. Well done, he's got that in his locker. Both my subs coming off the bench and scoring goals. That's what we do here. So let's have a look at this then. Let's work this out. 2 draws in a row. This is tightening up. Ooh. So if Burnley win their 2 games in hand, they actually would go top. Wow. Realistically, the top 8 are all in this title. There's 8 teams, I reckon, that are in this title hunt. Brentford have completely fallen off since I beat them. That's beautiful. They were actually top at the beginning of the month. Let's have a look at this. Who have I got to be worried about? So Palace, who I got a draw with, so they're the informed team. So that draw is even better than I thought it was. Burnley are coming. Fulham are coming. The big boys, all these ex-Premier League teams, man. It's scary, isn't it? Swindon's the dream. Swindon's the dream. Can't even remember what Swindon's nickname is. It's not too far down the road from us here. Next gen, 50 Wonder Kids. That'd be the dream, wouldn't it? From the Chinese Kane to the next Gary Lineker, and on to Newcastle Wonder Kid Camel Martin. The Chinese Kane. Here's the Chinese Kane. Who sounds Chinese? This is an incredibly racist thing to do. To try and search for the player that we think is Chinese. Oh, it's got to be him, surely. Han Duango. What do we think? Is he the Chinese Kane? He's Chinese. Taff. Is Swindon like going to be a promotion chasing team, or what have you got to do with them? I'm curious. Should Slough be considered favourites for the title? I don't think so. Yes, the keeper's doing fine. He's had a couple of clangers. Oh, Harrison Thomas, he was good. They've got him, have they? He was better for me than them. Better assist return. We know all about his strengths and weaknesses. Of course we do. Have I got any boxing fans in? Is anyone interested in the Anthony Joshua fight this evening? Oh gosh. My best player, or at least my most valuable player, albeit on loan, has just fractured his lower leg. I think he's my best player by a country mile as well, isn't he? Yes, 34 to 50 million pound player has just been wiped off my roster. Can I send him back? Ugh. That's a wounder. What a signing you've proven to be, Phillips. How much did I pay for you? 400k, record signing. Also, Campbell's managing Burnley. How amusing. What's happening here? Must respond, yeah. I don't understand. I don't understand. Must act item. Help me out here. What am I not doing? Is it because I haven't given him his treatment, but I've not got the option to? The game just glitched on me here. What am I meant to do? I'm confused. Can I force continue myself? What is going on? Seriously? What do I need to do? Oh, my EFL trophy record just got broke by Chelsea under 21. Have I just missed a match here? Have I missed a match because I had to go on holiday? I have. They won it without me. Well, I don't know how I feel about that. I've played every game and I've just won one. He got injured in the match. Am I going mad? They told me he was injured and that was why I couldn't skip. And now I've won a game. That's some crazy glitching. Can't get my head around that. It told me he was injured before I played my match. I then had to go on holiday to get around the fact they wouldn't allow me to click continue, and then it said it's injured him in the match. That's weird. Still, he won the game, and that's gapped Middlesbrough as well. What a sick result. Wait, Cardiff. 2-0. Good. Huddersfield at home next. Come on, give me a good player. Not bad for a free transfer. There's a few viewers in here. I don't know who you are. If you've got any questions, you want to know anything, feel free. Feel free. Is Andy Carroll number 2? Do you know what? I never picked up on that. Isn't he like in his third, maybe fourth stint at that club as well? Did he play today then? I'm assuming you saw him today. Did he start? Oh, I'm pissing off Gattuso. I don't really want to make you an enemy, mate. But I don't really want to play your guys and attack him forward. How much was it back in the day Liverpool paid for Andy Carroll? Like at the time it was ridiculous money. Still ridiculous money, but the times have moved on. It was like 35 mil or something ridiculous, wasn't it? Maybe even more. They signed him and Suarez at the same time. I mean, look at the different trajectories those guys' careers went on. Slightly negative press, that's not good. The other thing here, so correct me if I'm wrong. When this guy got injured earlier, before that weird glitchy situation happened, it said he was out for 6 to 9 months with a fractured knee or leg or something. Since I did the holiday skip because it wouldn't allow me to click on, it's now saying 3 to 6 weeks with knee ligaments. So his injury changed as well. How bizarre was that? How bizarre. Glitchy game. In my favour though. 3 points and a less injured player. Woohoo! Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. So good, so good, so good. Bum, bum, bum. Right. Conway, you're going to step up. Phillips has been an absolute beast. So we're putting him back in. Trail. Let's go with that. Let's go, let's go. Could secure the playoffs. Come on, boys. Let's go. Did Carroll look like a Premier League level player? I'd be surprised if he did. Come on. What is up with Luke Online? Piggyback riding, man kissing, crazy. Come on, Elvis. Let's get it done. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope someone was paying attention to that. I literally just said to the guy in the halftime speech, you need to step up and do something. He's took centre and then he's run through the middle of the park and he's just slotted it. It took him less than 20 seconds. What a dude. Tell me someone saw that. Yeah, maybe it is what he needs to do with Cornet. But that was crazy, right? I literally just went, oh, you, pull your finger out from centre. Bosh. Amazing. Oh, oh. Great save, Keeps. Oh, that would be amazing if he has to. Let's go, let's go. Come on, Saints. Do you know what I've enjoyed today, Martin? So after the derby, there's a lot of Watford-based YouTubers and stuff talking about the game, and it's you almost feel sorry for them. It's like their club's in such a state; they just keep getting new managers all the time. The Luton fans were singing, "You're getting sacked in the morning" to a manager who's been there 4 games. Like they're broken, and today their team didn't even turn up. Half their players didn't even stay to applaud the fans for travelling. Absolutely crazy. Get in, another win. Are we able to take this all the way? That's us 3 points clear, but Ipswich can go level if they win their game in hand. Burnley can only go a point behind me now. That means they've lost, is it? They drew. Best ever championship finish secured. 7 unbeaten. Going alright. Going alright. Dwango. Let's go. Come on. Elijah Adebayo, he's magic, you know. Elijah Adebayo. Elijah Adebayo, he's magic, you know. Oh, what have we got? 4 more games. Oh, squeaky bum time. 4 more games. Shoot. 4 more games. 4 more games. Come on. 4 more games. That's come around quick. I didn't even look at these kids that I took on loan. Let's have a look on trial. What's our report saying on them? Let's go. All right, 4 games to go. Top of the league. Can we get it over the line? Can we get it over the line? What do we think? What do we think? Let's just have a look at who we've actually got to play. So, Blackpool, Wigan, Stoke, Coventry. Coventry, Stoke. I can't even see Blackpool. Blackpool. What was the other one I've missed? Wigan. Oh wow, they're already relegated. So everyone is in the bottom half of the table. Most have not got anything to play for. It's in my hands to cock this up. So viewers, you could either watch a total meltdown or you could watch a little promotion run. Taff, I was just looking at the title. I've got 4 games to go, man. I'm top of the table. Every game I've got to play is a team in the bottom half. One is even already relegated. So it's in my hands. Luke Daniels. So it's all in our hands. The promotion should happen. Ah, good man. Nice to have you with us. Martin, you've seen it all. Martin's seen this team playing in the Vanarama South, and he's now here to see if we can get over the line into the Premier League. That's it. Come on. Everyone's up for it. Let's go, boys. Daniels, come have a trial. Get some kids in. Away to Blackpool. Quite the trip from Slough, but you know, day at the sea. Cheers, Taff. Come on. Oh. 3 in the box. Come on. Are they onside? Come on. Half each, man. Boys doing it together. I love that. Smokey. This is big. In the careers of the Rebels getting into the Prem, this is big. An away win and a trip to the seaside. Oosh. Get in there, Sadu. Have him. Yes, lad. Go on, son. Boss him, boss him. Yes, on toast. Love it. Oh, it's a great save. We're all over them like a rash here. We've got to score a second while we're on top. We bring the stars out. We bring the women and the class and the cars out. Chili flakes, mate. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. I'm jealous is what I am. Oh, it's a great save. Christian Walton is doing my head in. He saved there. He's there again. What's he playing? 6.8. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be 7.8. Tell me he's not saved that as well. He has. He's on a single-handed crusade to stop my promotion charge. 7.1. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's get a second before half time. Ooh. Has he earned half? Is he a good loyal bud? Come on now. What a great goal by Stephen Japp. Low knee. Bust his way through. Loving that. Gets by his marker and slides it past Walton, who's having a blinder, but he can't do anything about that. Slough are rampant. Now the skipper's on a card and he's not playing well. I've got a mate like that. He never had a car for years. I drove him everywhere. Absolutely everywhere for years. What's going on around the divisions? I've not been watching the Palace score. Ooh. Oh, you boys, you crack me up, you do. Martin, how's that Chippenham save going? Because Taft's just left Chippenham and gone to Swindon. Ooh. Come on now. Come on now. They've got a little bit of play on this. Just might have to get some fresh legs out there. Right, I think that's enough warning signs. Let's make some changes. What did I say? Did I not say Swindon? Did I say something wrong? Right then, let's do that, and then in 10 minutes time let's bring the last subs on. Come on boys. I thought I'd said you'd gone to someone else. Right, you're about to get subbed, and that's why you're playing rubbish. You've been amazing all season, but you're playing rubbish, Alves. Off you go. Bruno. What we got going on then? It keeps disappearing. The highlights are fast and furious. 3-on-2. Come on. Bristol, Conway. Oh, it's better though. Come on now. Let's head this in. I'll edit for you. Where's the Palace score? Can anyone see it? Borough losing, that's good. I can't see the Palace score. Let's have a little look at the league table. Oh, I'm going 5 points clear. The results are going in our favour. It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh! We love it. 3-0 away. I nearly subbed that one off. Right, and Taffers, here's a little tip for you, buddy. This game's done. I'm just going to save some legs. If we play for set pieces and we put the time wasting up, the ball's going to be in play for less time. So less running and out of possession. I don't need to kick anyone anymore, and we don't need to press as aggressively. I want to save those legs. Real important when we're, particularly if you're a low league team, because you haven't got all the fitness that all these superior teams have. If you can save the legs at any opportunity, do that. They'll probably start having some attacks and stuff, but I'm kind of cool with that because I just more concerned about the next game than this one now. Oh, we might regret it. We might regret it. Oh, Hamilton, you've got to be cutting that out, lad. Just let it go through. It's a mistake on him. We're still making those changes. Going 5 points clear. And that'll be all she wrote. What a result. Nine points to play. So I need 4 to win the league. Realistically, one more win should do it. I've got the bottom club at home. This is the kind of game I'll lose. The board are delighted you've achieved one of the objectives laid out in the club's vision. Reached the championship playoffs at the end of 28-29. Oh, that's the new goal we set at Christmas. We pushed that one forward. Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? Oh, they're starting to poison my players. They're trying to stop it. They're trying to slow us down. They're trying to slow us down. I don't want to work all day, that coke. But I want to be true. I just wanna make love to you. Let's go. Let's go. 3 more games. Hey man, it's Diet Coke, man. Diet Coke break. It's not even a beer anymore. Although, I do have this little cheeky number to top it up with, which we shall be doing. seeing as we are in celebratory mood, we have dispatched of Watford this afternoon, and now Slough are gearing up to do the unthinkable, get to the Premier League. Traore's back from his food poisoning. There's another kid. I'm just signing these kids. They're probably never going to play, but I might have some resale value off them. They were the high potential ones. Seeing as actually got nothing come through my youth system because it's so poor, which isn't surprising. Slough can potentially become champions with one right result. Yeah, we do kick the shit out of people. I tried to keep all the managers sweet in case I want to do transfers with them down the road. Who do I think will be champions? I've never been brave enough to answer that question, so we just won't bother. Right. What's that sound I can hear? What's that sound I can hear? Something coming over the mountains. Oh, oh. It's an air raid. Come on now. Let's go. Come on, the Rebels. This is it. This is it. This could be it. More of the same. Come on, we were good last game. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Come on. This is the one. This is the one. Ooh. Easy, we reckon, do we? Easy, we reckon. Let's have a look at these latest scores. That's always interesting. Oh, that's an unlucky deflection. Ooh. This is the kind of game we lose. We're good at being the underdog. We're not good at being the favourite. We are not playing well. Let's get to half time and then we'll have a word. But this is a poor performance. And unfortunately is in character with when we play the weaker teams. Be big. Oh, it's off the post. Here we go. Go on, break. Break. Oh, he's hit the bar. That was class. Right up until the crossbar decided it didn't want to know. Right. Let's go for the jugular. And let's have a word with Bruno Alves again. It worked last time. He literally scored from the kickoff last time we had a go at him. Bruno, what are you up to? I need you to step up. It's gone green, so that's a good sign. Well, let's go. Let's go get him. All right, come on, my fellow daddies. You've got to be with me on this one. Let's wheel this goal in. Well, at least you're on fire. Because Slough are not. Come on. Slough are not. It'll be about now. My Wi-Fi goes down, won't it? What's happening? Come on. We're going to knock off the time wasting because we might need these minutes yet. Go on, small bone. The skipper has a shot. Are you killed Rob off, have you? Got a bit of pressure now. I don't like the fact... Oh, he's going to score. Don't like the fact that my right back is on a booking. Neither of my strikers are at it. I don't really rate Conway. We need the points. We need the points. Come on. Yes, Hamilton. Ball inside. That's it. Let's play through the thirds. Love this. More like it. Ball over the top. Oh, great defending from the covering centre back. Oh, we're much better. It's in. Is he onside? He is onside. It's a huge goal. Is he offside? He's disallowed it. Oh. That's going to hurt. They were dancing and everything. Come on. Small bone. Oosh. Right. Bruno Alves, it's not happening for you, but you are my star striker. Right, that's the team that's going to go away and win this now, guys. Let's suck it in the net, please. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Offside. He's miles offside. He was on a different postcode. What is he thinking? You've gone a little bit early, mate. A little bit early. Come on now. Conway. Oh, is it corner? They've just dropped off really deep now. Are you onside? You've put it over. Ooh. This smacks of Choke City, doesn't it? Right, we're just going to make a minor tweak. Oh, saved on the line. This is such a Slough move. A relegated team has held us to a 0-0. A relegated team has held us to a 0-0 at home. What does that do for the table? Once again, Ashley Phillips, man of the match. Hats off to you, sir. What does that do? Other than make it slightly uncomfortable. Still 3 points clear with 2 games to go. But both Ipswich and Palace, I do have the goal difference. So I need to win one of the last 2 games. It's going to the last day, isn't it? It's going to the last day. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Three points required from 6. "15 games drawn." If I lose because I've drawn 15 games, man's not going to be happy. We are going up. We are going up. We are going up. So we are going up. And now you're going to believe us. And now you're going to believe us. And now you're going to believe us. The Rebels are going up. Away to Stoke. Are Stoke playing for anything? We think they're mid-table doing nothing. They've just won their first game after losing 4 in a row. Oh, look at this. They're all playing before me. So I'm going to know what result I need. Interesting. We could know whether we can win the league or not. I must admit, I'm not excited about the idea of going away to Stoke. Can they do it on a cold evening in Stoke? Just realised I've been drinking me Coke without me whiskey. Of course they want him in the first team. Now they've seen what he can do. Ugh. What's wrong with us? We're going to have him in the Premier League next year. We hope. God, if I don't win because I drew with the bottom club, I'm going to be upset. I mean, just imagine catching them when they're on an undefeated run. Look at all these losses and then they decide to pick up some form. What we should have had a look at is who's Palace and co got to play. So Palace are away at Derby, who is playing to stay up. But the likelihood is they're going down. So that's an interesting fixture. But they're playing to stay up. And then Ipswich, who can also catch me, are away at Brighton, who are playing for the playoffs. It's their last chance at the playoffs. So both teams have got outside chance of something to be playing for. We are excited. Phillips rallies the troops. What a signing this boy's been. Oh good, their form's horrendous. Easy now, yeah. Easy now. This is what it's all about. I've got that horrible feeling after that draw that this game's not going to go well and it's all going to be on the last day. Everyone thinks I'm going to win. That makes me nervous because that's not been the case most of the season. I mean, our overachievement's incredible. What did we think of Luke Daniels? He's never going to be good enough. Good. Do you, you're saying you like an Oasis. Do you like any of Liam's new stuff? I think it's pretty good. Right. Right. Let's go. Yeah, I really like his stuff. I really like his stuff. Come on, let's go. I'd love to see him. Well, actually, I saw him at Reading Festival, but it's always a bit weird at festivals. Come on, Keegan, what are you saying? Yeah, they're never going to kiss and make up, them two, are they? Come on, come on. Did you really? I've never seen them live. Jesus. I think I'm in trouble for this game. Stoke are a better outfit than us in terms of their players. I didn't look at these results before the game. I need Palace and Ipswich to have slipped up to take the pressure off. Let's give this a pause quick. Right, what did we get? Palace won. Damn. Ipswich lost. Brilliant. I think I need a point for promotion and 3 for the title. Is that right? I think think Stoke are a better team than their form says, and I think they're going to be a problem. That's a wild dive from the keeper. So I think I'm promoted regardless. We're just playing for the title now. And I just need to match what Palace do. But I think we're at a promotion party. Anyone got any fireworks? No. Whoosh. Park that bus. Right, if I win this, then I won the title. So let's get that done. Let's get that title locked in. Come on, boys. Ironically, with all the promotions, I didn't win that many leagues. I think I won 2 of the leagues. I went up for the playoffs for 1, second for 1, and then I won 2 leagues. I'll have a look at that in a minute, actually. Come on. It's in. We're off. Played Alves. Good finish. I knew that I would now. So good. I will watch your Swindon Rice. Yeah, it's a title winning party now. Oh. What's really interesting is look at these stats. I'm getting dicked on in this game. I don't care. I don't care. 8 seasons ago we were in the Vanarama South. Now we're going to the Premier League. We've got Super Kevin Verney. He knows exactly what we need. We've got Williams at the back and Bruno in attack. We're going to the Premier League. We've got Super Kevin Verney. He knows exactly what we need. We've got Williams at the back and Bruno in attack. We're going to the Premier League. I do want to win this league though. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, oh, oh. Sadu. Oosh. Bruno, finish it. Oh, we are missing chances over and over and over. 4 half chances, 1 clear-cut chance. We weren't really good in the first half. We're very good in the second. Let's make sure we don't cock anything up. Right back, off you come. McIntyre, out you come. Phillips, quality, you are. Azaz. Belarus, you're not having a good game. Let's do a little swap, get Jope in there. Right, it's a third of the team coming off. Come on, boys. Oh, it's terrible goalkeeping. Smallbone off the bench. It's all going off. It's all going off. They're not going to give us the title today because we can lose it if Palace win their game by 7 goals and we lose. But it is a formality, surely, that we are the champions of the championship. In our poxy little stadium, with our poxy little budget. Easy. Don't mess it up. Great keeping. Martin, are you still there? You saw us in the Vanarama South. You're going to see us in the Premiership. Foul him. Great tackle. Phillips, you've been so good since I signed you. Go on, Conway, just run it out. And Slough were asked, can you do it on a cold night in Stoke? Well, it's raining and you're doing it. There we go. Promoted. National hero unlocked. Whatever that means. One promotion from the bottom to the top division in a nation. There we go. It's official. And unless something crazy happens, we're going up as champions. Slough promoted to the Premier League. There's your screenshot. That's what we wanted to see. Don't worry about it. Everyone gets battered by a star. It's what we do. We are in the Prem. Next up, Champions League. Promotion comes with certain requirements, and one of those will be to bring Arbour Park up to requirements for the next level. Are you excited about the future? I'm incredibly excited by the future. The promotion race was a close run thing and nobody's quite sure. Did you ever doubt that you was in promotion? We trusted ourselves. Congratulations, you sealed promotion from the EFL Championship. How does this make me feel? I am delighted. Many people with turning point this season was... Many people will already be turning their thoughts to next season. So let's leave that neutral for now. How important was the strong line of form in November? We've had to be good all year, I think you'll find. And that's what we do here. Board set budgets. They are going to give me... Woof! £27 million. £27 million. I'm going to get to spend in the Prem. Wow. Now let's just have a look at my history. So far, I've spent 1.7 million to get this club to the Premier League. Oof. Would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow? Oh, that's... That's not nice, is it? That's not nice. That's not nice. How are you, football gamer? You're right. I don't know how long you've been there, but you've just walked in on this, just securing promotion with Slough to the Premier League. We've got one more game to play. The season is pretty much decided. I should win the title unless something catastrophic happens and Palace win with a 7-goal differentiator. It's taken 8 seasons to get to the Premier League. I think 8 seasons. I can't count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seasons. 7 seasons. Even better than I thought. 7 seasons to get there. How many people get caught out with that little quote, by the way? I'm curious. I'm curious. Well, I didn't finish it. I started it. And I do have plenty. It's a culturally diverse place, Slough. People are already thinking they should have new contracts because we're going up. You're not going to be good enough next year. I'm quite happy with you leaving, mate. You tried to save with Brighton, but got a... What? Oh. Yeah, Welbeck's old boy, isn't he? He's not really at it these days. I mean, let's be honest. I'm probably coming straight back down next year. My team is loanees, largely. There you go. It's amazing how all these people suddenly think that they need new contracts. I am a bit of a serial offender at doing this. I did this with Dorking on FM21. I took them from... It wasn't Vanarama South, it was Vanarama Conference, the one above it, Vanarama Premier, whatever. So it's one more division, but I do like these ones where you go through the divisions. But yeah, 7 seasons from the bottom to the top. It's not bad going. It's not bad going. Especially with no budget, no money. I mean, I'm meant to be getting a new stadium. Let's see if that's still on the cards. I'm getting a 15,000 seater. At the moment, I've got a 5,500, of which only 2,000 is seats. So God knows what I'm going to be playing in next year. God knows what I'm going to be playing in next year. Who else was unhappy? Unfortunately, you guys, you're going to be allowed to go. You're going to be allowed to go. 27 million. My wage budget. My wage budget currently is 148,000. They're moving it to 420,000. That's mad. And we get to have the promotion party at home as well. That's really cool. We're going to have to do a complete rebuild. I'm going to play this last match. But I'm going to need new start. I basically got to rebuild the whole club because we go into elite level and we've been scraping the barrel to get by for far too long. Young Player of the Month, I had 2, both of which are on loan. How am I not Manager of the Month? Come on. Come on. We've got Super Ken Verny. He knows exactly what we need. We've got Williams at the back and Bruno in attack. And we're going to the Premier League. Player would like to discuss a new contract. Of course he wants to discuss a new contract. Do you know what? I'm going to give you a new contract probably. There you go. End of the season. And if I decide I don't want to, I'll just move you on. Small burn though, you're not going to be at the level. Cheers, Taff. Is that you? Is that you out, man? Right, we're going for the title. As long as I don't get hammered and Palace don't go on a hammering spree, it's all us. Are you sticking around for the final game, Taff? Ah, okay, man. I'll catch you later. Oh, you are? Arguably Slough's biggest match this season. No comment. Let's go. For me, this is just another party, right? Just another party. You've been a great loan. I'd love to sign you, actually. Right. Everyone wants a new contract. Sort it out for me, Jones. Problem is, none of you guys are really at the level. Let's not even bother talking to him. I've never done that before. Just said no, I'm not going to talk to you. But let's see what he says. One of few players who's going to be on the journey. Alarouche. Let's go. Last game of the season. Can we finish strongly? Send the fans off with the win. Brees Williams, Hamilton, De Silva, Smallbone, Zaz. This is it. Guys, go and enjoy yourselves. Go and enjoy yourselves. We are going up, so we are going up. We are going up, so we are going up. That's it. Do this for the fans. Full drama and tension. Let's be positive. Let's go. Come on then, boys. Oh, we've not even finished our theme tune. The music is still playing that the team walk out to, and we are already in front. It is a celebration party. Tommy McIntyre's having a party. Bring your vodka and your Charlie. Well, 90 points. I'd have snapped your hands off if I thought that was on the cards. Absolutely smashed it from a goal difference standpoint. Look at all those draws, though. That's just ridiculous. How many draws is Coventry? And they're 17th. Na 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 na. Say do. Let's go, let's go. And now you're gonna believe us, and now you're gonna believe us, and now you're gonna believe us. The Slough are going up, the Slough are going up, the Slough are going up. And now you're gonna believe us, and now you're gonna believe us, and now you're gonna believe us. The Slough are going up. We've got Super Kevin Verney. He knows exactly what we need. We've got Phillips and the back. At Bruno in attack. We're going to the Premier League. Na 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 na. Say do. Right, anything we need to amend on here? 6.9s. Jap. Do you know what, Jap? Let's give Azaz a little run out. Tommy McIntyre's having a party. Bring your vodka and your Charlie. Ole, 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 ole. We are the Slough. We are the Slough. Ole, 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 ole. We are the Slough. We are the Slough. Oof. What a save that was. Come on, guys. Let's get the win. Let's finish with a win. I don't want to win on goal difference. I want to win legit. Get there. Phillips tidying it up at the back. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, if it counts. Ref, stay away. Ah, yeah. It was beautiful, little bit of exchange and football on the edge of the box. Right then. Oh. Silver on your come. Hickman, you can swap the Hamilton. Smallbone, you're coming on. Ashley Phillips, you've been brilliant since you came in, but you can have a rest. Let's go. 30 more minutes to play. Enjoy yourselves. Get it in. Oosh. Go on, Smallbone. Oh! Na 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 na. Say do. It's just too easy. It's just too easy. It's just too easy at the park. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's just too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy at Arbor Park. I want to check what my odds were for going up. I'm pretty sure I was tipped to get relegated. If I wasn't tipped to get relegated, I was like 1 from relegated. Bearing in mind I've been in the Division 2 seasons. Ole, 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 ole. We are the Slough. We are the Slough. Finely oiled footballing machine. Hit the tackle. Here they go. Slide him in. Let's get a third. Come on. Oh. Let's go, let's go. It is done. They're just playing it out now. Look at this. Oh, Sadu for the hat-trick. Oh, unlucky. I'm glad we're finishing with a win. At the risk of speaking too early. This is a really long highlight, is it not? Going to play out the final 4 minutes? Or is this just going to be the most amazing footballing goal? Penalty! Are we going to finish with a penalty? For the hat-trick. For the hat-trick. He's got it. Sadu scores a hat-trick. On the last game of the season, it's probably the last time he ever plays for the club. Because there's no way we'll afford him. What am I going to do with 27 million? champion, he's champion, he's all the way, all the way, all the way. Come on, I want to watch the actual parade. Yeah. It was a close run thing, but we got over the line. Thank you for being there with me. Whoa, yeah. Easy. There I am, me suit, back in the biz. Well, there's only so much of that I can watch, but well done. There we go. Slough win the EFL Championship. Now, what I really want to know is what was I season previewed? Oh, 15th in the end, 33-1. I'm sure it was less than that. I don't understand how half that stuff works. 33-1, not bad. I'm sure it was less than that. I think it might take a capture post transfer window. The Slough hero, the legend moniker, of course. 11 journalists. Unfancied Slough team. In what was labelled such a huge match, your Slough team certainly lived up to the pre-billing. You must be delighted. Saving's got 277 minutes without conceding. I didn't even realise. Where are we done? Cheers, man. Cheers for dropping in, Taff. Cheers for bringing your crew along as well, man. It's been a good stream, a fun one. It's been nice to have you on board, man. And there we are, Slough board ecstatic with EFL Championship win. Boom. Yeah, of course they want Treyarch. I want Treyarch. It doesn't mean we can get Treyarch. Oh, we might be able to these days, actually. There's a thought. He's not good enough for the Prem anyway. But well done. What to do next, eh? Well, that's midnight, and I think that is a pretty cool way to finish the stream. We'll have a little click on. It's saving there. That's been an awesome save. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll catch you all on another stream. See you now. Bye-bye.